Give us your take on the ruling. Is this what you expected, and what do you anticipate the fallout to be from this decision?
Well, is it what I expected? I think the punishment for the organization is probably heavier than I expected. I did not expect them to lose a first-round draft pick. The $1 million fine, let's face it, for a franchise is not that big a deal. As for the Tom Brady suspension, 4 games, you have to factor some things in here, and it was made clear in the league's letter to Tom Brady. They felt that there was a clear lack of cooperation. They said he was given extraordinary safeguards. That's the wording they used to protect his personal information, and he still failed to turn over text messages and emails that were requested by Ted Wells and his investigators. That clearly factored into giving him the 4 games. What I expect now, well, I certainly would expect that Tom Brady is going to appeal this. Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, had indicated previously that he would accept whatever the league handed down. You have to wonder, now that there's a first-round draft pick involved, if he changes his mind on that. But at the very least, I would expect that Brady is going to appeal and try to get a few games knocked down off this suspension.
Judy, in terms of the way Tom Brady handled this, that he did not give full disclosure of all the contents of his cell phone and didn't go to the commissioner and fully explain the sequence of events, how much of the withholding of the information do you think played a part in their decision to make it 4 games?
Well, without having had the chance to actually talk to any of the decision makers yet, it's certainly speculation. I would say it certainly factored in there. That is something that the league places an awful lot of value on. It's in the league rules that if there is an investigation going on, you are expected to cooperate fully. And they clearly laid out in the Wells report that they did not believe that he cooperated fully. They said they did not find some of the things he said credible. And the language they used was that is conduct detrimental to the league, as much as, the deflating of the footballs themselves you would consider breaking the rule. They also consider not cooperating with an investigation a real violation. So I'm sure it factored in.
And Judy, when we look at precedents, we look at the Saints, their head coach Sean Payton held accountable for actions that he was actually not involved in. So when we look at this ruling, do you feel that the Patriots have taken on as much of the accountability they should, and not just Tom Brady? How do they differentiate these rulings? Because you could make a case that Bill Belichick could in fact be suspended, or that the organization should be further penalized, that Tom Brady is just a player. How do we reconcile the differences in these decisions?
Well, don't forget, in the Wells report, it very specifically exonerated Bill Belichick. It said they found nothing to indicate that Belichick had any idea what was going on. It also went to lengths to explain that they did not believe Robert Kraft or any members of the Kraft family knew what was going on. But I believe taking away a first-round draft pick is certainly a harsh penalty for an organization. I'm sure they feel that way inside Gillette Stadium right now. They value draft picks as much as any organization in the league. We know that they hoard them. So losing one, I think, is probably even more of a penalty than they anticipated getting for the organization.